Welcome to my YouTube channel, Lady D, and this is going to be my video on the full moon happening in Libra. So this full moon is going to be in Libra and it is going to take place on the 17th of April at 4:55 a.m. So this is going to be Sydney, Australia time, just where I am in the world in Sydney. So I am ahead of most other countries. So for you, it'll be a day behind. Now, this full moon is going to be in Libra, so it's going to be about justice. It is going to be about relationships. It's going to be relationships with one another as well as your relationship with yourself in terms of self-love and self-expression. We are looking at being kind to others, doing things for other people. We're also looking at I find with Libra energy, Libras don't want to rock the boat. They are like the peacemakers. So this could bring about some sort of like peace. However, we do have a square Pluto. So Pluto's actually going to be squaring this moon coming up. So this can bring about definitely challenges for yourself. It can bring about like control issues and fear. Also, I feel like there could be an aspect of manipulation like to you and people wanting to manipulate you in terms of relationships that are happening around you. We're also coming into definitely just don't try not to go into the fear or dwell into the fear that the media and other people are trying to push on you. Really like look inside, go with that. But it's about self-respecting yourself and accepting yourself. It's we all wish we could change ourselves in one way or another. We always say our own faults, but this is about learning to accept ourselves to definitely be able to move forward. We are looking at different possibilities as well coming into with this full moon energy that's going to be coming up. And it is also, I feel like it's going to teach us to be more patient. It is going to also make us trust in what's in the process, in what's going on. We're also trying to really learn to really and we're going to find it hard to push forward because we do have Mars coming into, is in Pisces. So Mars is a planet of action. It is definitely about moving forward. However, Pisces is more that mellow energy. It's very relaxed. It can be a bit of like a hippie sort of energy that's going on as well. So we might feel less motivated to, or might be feeling harder to push through. And I want to say that we need to push through. We can't just sit back. Okay, we really do need to, push through to see exactly where we're going. And we're also looking at what doesn't serve us anymore too, that's coming in. So it's going to be, a very different full moon, and it's going to be one that could be quite intense too. And looking at that scales, looking at our lives, looking at what's balanced, and definitely trying to balance out our life to where we're going. And on the 18th, we do have Mercury, which is going to be, Mercury's in Taurus. So we are thinking about our money, thinking about finances, investments, and what we're going to do. We're also thinking about maybe even house. Maybe we're saying houses or renovating. Like we're thinking about earthly things, perhaps even going out in nature, gardening. But on the 18th, Mercury is going to meet with Uranus. So this can bring about unexpected communication or even unexpected thoughts and where our minds will travel. But I feel like because Mercury's are not only our mind but communication, therefore you might find that it's going to be, you might hear from someone that you least expected to hear from, or hear news, or hear something about someone. There's definitely going to be some unexpected, communication unexpected to come up around the 18th. Now in astrology, I say things can happen before the planets come together, during or after. So just want to say the 18th, give some leeway, but you might find some unexpected communication happens. And then on the 24th, you've then got Mercury coming up to meet with True Node. And I feel like this is like a destiny point to our own destiny, to our own life lessons, where we're going. This can be us, thinking about, what is our time here? What are we trying to learn? Where is my life going? What am I trying to do? And it's definitely a time of reflection and planning and looking out ahead to where we're going to go. It's a time of, I feel like, deep thought processing, but let's say because all the planets are still moving direct, we definitely want to not waste that, and we really want to try to, make things happen and look at the signs in the universe of where we are going and what we are doing too. We've still got that Saturn in Aquarius, which will be there until next year in May. So even myself, there could be there's problems with technology. Even where I am in Sydney, we have a cashback system without tolls, and there's been a big bungle up with the toll system in terms of people getting money back, and we can't claim back just yet because there's a bug in the system. So you might find there's more coming up, and don't forget, I always say, as these planets move more in the star sign, the energy of this is going to be more intense. And as we did have that Mars and Saturn conjunct, so there could be a bit more frustration coming up there. And we've also got the intensity of this Pluto being towards the end of degrees of Capricorn, so there's definitely a change coming up in the air where things over the next couple of years, way we see the world is definitely going to really start changing. We're going through a new way of living, a new life too. And I also feel like we need to, with this week ahead, and especially with our Easter weekend that's upon us, really use this weekend to regenerate, welcome new things coming into our lives, looking at our values, looking at where we're going, and also looking at the signs that are around us to what we can achieve, and where things are going to start taking place, and not forgetting people around us, not forgetting who to help. And also, I just feel like just facing these challenges that come up, stop hesitating. And sometimes people where we know we're going to go, but we're going to avoid it at all costs. Now is the time to really want to face that and stop avoiding things, and to really see those doors that are opening up. Once we face our fears, we got to see what life takes us. They always say I'm not much of a extrovert, but what I do for my work, and even this work, I have to pretend to be an extrovert or pretend to be a bit more out there than what I actually am. So I put myself out of my comfort zone. So I started my radio show, puts me out of my comfort zone. And if you did miss it, don't forget to check it out on a1rpsychicradio.com or on their Facebook page, and it's also Moonstruck TV as well. So I'm going to go into a channel to see what my guides want to tell you about with this full moon that's coming up, and what's happening with the week ahead and what they have to say. So let's see. Loved ones, we love you all. We hope that you enjoy these Easter festivities that are coming up upon you. Relax and enjoy them. Enjoy the success that you've had, for you've all worried about your finances and relationships and things that mean most important to you. For the earth that you know is unstable, where everything is tilted to one side and things aren't seem to going back, no matter how much you try and how much you try to manipulate things. Do not fear. This is just a change that you're all going through, for life will change as well. The scales will go back. It will come back to normal, and your world, when it does, the world that you know will be very different than before. We want to share with you some news of excitement, of things to come ahead, for things are going to start rapidly moving forward, and though some things are going to happen which you're all going to be very tearful and afraid of. These fears that come up, please do not fear for them too much, for things will not last forever. Nothing lasts forever. Whenever war comes in on this plane, notice that it doesn't last forever. And while powers that be are wanting more control and manipulation over their people, and wanting the righteous, and feel like that they have the power to do what they want to do to people without any conviction, this will all change. So you see, when a thing happens that bad thing happens that may be coming up, just know that the outcome of it will be peace. The outcome of it will that the people who are there being betrayed and manipulated will rise above and will take back what is theirs, and will plan a new world where this will not happen again, for at least for not a long time. Humanity needs to learn lessons, and that's why you are here for. Do not change that. Do not want to change your lessons, for after after 2033, the world that you know will be very different, and there will be peace ahead. Though that seems a long way away, you're all here to make the change. You're all here to get to there. So that when you look back, you can see how much you've achieved and how much you've accomplished in your lives for now. So do not be fearful. For now, in the short term, what's coming up is going to take a lot of pride in you. You're all going to be self-respected. You're all going to have the knowledge and the power to go within. And you're all going to have the shield of bravery to brave things in your life and the external worlds that you are all going to be facing. Please do not be fearful. Fear is what overrides you. Fear is what stops you from going forward. Fear will only make you go stronger once you face your fear and you go forward. We must go now, and we wish you a good day. We wish you all the best. But in this Easter weekend, take this moment to be joyous, to be happy, and celebrate with your friends. For the world, as you know, will change very, very soon. In a blink of an eye, something will happen. An event will change the course of time, as you know. Just have fun, relax, and do not fear. For when fear comes and arises, this is when panic happens, and we do not want you to panic. We want you to remain pride in yourself, remain positive, remain and know that things will definitely get better. It will just take a certain time. Okay, thank you. Okay, so let's I haven't done some cards. My mind's gone. Okay, so let's do some cards now on definitely what's coming up a week ahead, and then I'm going to do the 4-card spread, doing things a bit differently. Okay. So we're definitely feeling like we're on our own path. We're looking at the change that's going to happen. There will be, there could be some problems that do arise, or even, world news. There could be some sort of explosion that could be coming up too. But it's also this week ahead. It will definitely also be about friends. It is going to be about celebration. It is going to be about knowing who's going to support us and support us through the new obstacle, the new challenge that's going to be coming up. It's like we're all going through this new door, and we all have support. It's like we've got support there. So even though we think that we travel alone along this path, where we are expanding, we are evolving into what's happening in our lives, just know that we are never alone, because every card, most cards I have here, there's always someone else in these cards. So there's definitely, I feel like it's going to be a week where, we're definitely we need to have fun, and we need to really put that at the forefront for this week. I feel like we need to really just do what we enjoy doing, and what we love as well, and really try not to get too bogged down in everyday life. And though we're stressing about pressures in terms of maybe money and then relationships, but relationships, you can fix. If you're in a relationship where things aren't going out, I do feel like moving forward, relationships where people are being very different and being their independent self, it may not be the way to go. It may be about, I feel like, coming together and being with people that you truly love. A lot of people there with relationships because they don't want to be alone, and they're fearful being single. And it's like, perhaps this is your chance to face that fear and learn that, it's not going to be as bad thing. Or know the people who are with their partner who they truly love, and that you guys work together and come together, I feel like are really going to flourish, especially with this new moon energy and moving forward, than the ones who are just with partners because of fear of the alternative, or not trying to, exactly admitting to themselves how they actually feel in the relationship too. So I do feel like that's moving forward in terms of relationships. And it's about, just feel like be proud of what you've accomplished as well with this week too. That is coming ahead as well. All right, let's see. Going to use my Disney deck, because why not? I like Disney. Let's see. Where going? Okay, we're going to pick up 4 cards. So we got card 1, card 2, card 3, and card 4. Okay, let's see what we got. So card number 1, which is here. So this is definitely, I feel like this card is full moon that's coming in the week ahead. What this card is saying to you is that definitely look at building structures, look at where you're going, and look at the order of things. Like everything has an order and everything has to be planned out, and we're wanting to look at that. It's also looking at having a bit of magic in your life. Maybe a miracle may happen. It's definitely I feel like there's an aspect of being independent, but also caring, nurturing others that you love and supporting those around you. But it's also, I feel like, about building networks coming up for you. Then we've got card number 2, which is this card here. Again, so I feel like this card is about having fun. It's definitely, just having fun, but also feeling that adrenaline running through. Do something that gets your, heart running, excitement up. It is, being childlike. It is not. Also, don't forget who you are. So we know, like from this movie, Miss Penelope from, I feel like this is Penelope from Ralph. Can't remember the name, but Ralph. Wreck-It Ralph, where she kind of forgotten, she didn't really know who she was. She didn't really know that she was the princess or the queen. So I feel like with this card, it's saying, don't forget who you are. Don't forget where you came from. And it's definitely, again, about facing your fears and be able to move forward to open those doors that we want to go so that we can move ahead of life. And then we've got, this is number 3 with this card here. Well, it's the moon card, full moon. It is definitely, you might feel this full moon, it's like things that are opposite coming together, opposite attract. So it could be, you someone that you like, but that's your dead opposite. You might find that they come into your life for a reason and you come together. You might find with this card too, it could be a bit grumpy, a bit crabby. I feel like being out in the water would be good for you for this week. But there could be some things happening, like you might find a change within yourself with this full moon that comes up. It could be that you have a dog that howls at the moon, could be. But I feel like it's the yin and yang opposites coming together more attracting. And I feel like also, don't be stubborn and have your own self-identity. Don't try and mix in with other people. Be yourself with this card. And then card number 4, just this card. It's come out before a few times I've done this deck with this card. It is definitely, I feel like it's financial gain because there's a rainbow in this card, and what's at the end of the rainbow is gold, money. So I do feel like financial gain could be on. I do feel like this card is about intuition, about psychic. It's like you've been very worn out. You've sort of coming to the end, but there's a miracle perhaps taking place. And it's definitely using knowledge. Try not to be caught. You might feel like something may catch you by surprise to this card, but there could be an open window coming up ahead. And I feel like this card is also saying to you that there's a sign of better things that are coming for you as well, and not to give up on that. And everything has its way, and everything it's like you've got different options coming up for you as well. It's about picking different options that's going to help to suit you too with this card. Okay, so that's it. So next week I will be at the MBS in Brisbane. So if you are in Brisbane, please come down and say hi, give a reading, or just come and say wave hello. And I've never been to Brisbane before, so I am looking forward to it. And I'll be with my colleague Linda Uslop, which is my mentor, and we will be doing it live on Monday night 8 p.m. Sydney time. And I'm really excited to do that with her. And I've got, what else? So as I said before, my radio show. So now we're it's at 11 p.m. New York time at the moment, which is currently, because my daylight savings has changed, 1 p.m. Sydney time here in Sydney. And because I finished, daylight savings for us is finished now. We're going into our winter months. I hope you So I'll be putting this up tonight on Good Friday. So I hope you do have this weekend coming up for you. Easter weekend is really good. So I say regenerate, enjoy it with friends and family, and recoup. I just feel like we need this weekend to really just enjoy ourselves and do what makes us feel happy. Because we're going to have, I feel like some months coming ahead could be a bit more tough as well. So, and I also saw an astrologer that I do follow, he was saying that about food shortages, and that I've been feeling that too. It could be coming up again. So just stock up, just in case. And if worst comes to worst, at least you've got some extra food there to use up. But yeah, I do feel like maybe coming up later this year could be too. But yeah, I'll leave it there. So as I said, I hope you all have a happy and joyous Easter. Use this time to definitely regenerate and have fun. And I wish you all the best for the week ahead. And I'll see you for my next video or my next live on Monday. So bye for now.